Hey guys, Clayton here. Well, gotta dress up a little bit fancier for this one. Welcome back, and this is gonna be the final time I look through my DVD and Blu-ray collection. But before we do, like last year, let's go over the favorites shelf right over here. So with a quick little transition. Alright, we're gonna look through my favorites. I got my flashlight out so you can see. Alright, let's look through all my favorite movies and shows. First we have The Iron Giant, my favorite movie of all time. All four Toy Story movies, I consider them one big story. The Shawshank Redemption, the Lord of the Rings Trilogy Extended Edition, To Kill a Mockingbird, Indiana Jones The Complete Adventures, Last Crusade is my favorite. The Outsiders, the complete novel. The movie is great, but I think the complete novel version is the better version. The Green Mile, Avengers Endgame, Rambo 5 Film Collection. First Blood is my favorite, but I like some things of the sequels, except the third one. King Kong, the 1933 original, The Wizard of Oz, the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End, my favorite comedies. Pulp Fiction, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I like Ghostbusters 2, but the first one is definitely better. The Back to the Future Ultimate Trilogy, again, love all three equally. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Home Alone, my favorite Christmas movie, Gremlins 1 and 2. Again, love them equally, but there's some days I prefer Gremlins 2. The School of Rock, Aliens, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Chronicle, Unbreakable, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, and Frankenweenie. They're not connected, but I like all three of them equally. The Jurassic World Ultimate Collection. The first Jurassic Park is the best one, but there's some stuff in the sequels I do like. Jaws, Forrest Gump, The Empire Strikes Back, Up, the Dark Knight trilogy, Dark Knight is the best one. The Incredibles, Clash of the Titans, the original, Army of Darkness, Shot Factory Steelbook, The Secret of NIMH, my favorite Don Bluth movie, the How to Train Your Dragon Ultimate Collection, which is all three movies and the holiday specials, probably my favorite DreamWorks franchise, E.T., Kill Bill 1 and 2, Logan, Thor Ragnarok, Ready Player One, the Rocky Heavyweight Collection. The first one's the best one, but I do like the sequels except for number 5. The Fabelmans, Super 8, Paranorman, Conan the Barbarian, the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and The Goonies. Moving on to TV shows, I got some complete series sets like Gravity Falls, Batman the Animated Series, Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, Samurai Jack, Justice League, which is both the original and unlimited, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Firefly and Serenity, Freaks and Geeks, Ed, Edd n Eddy, the first season of Gargoyles, which I hope that show gets a complete series set soon, Teen Titans, Robert Kirkman's Secret History of Comics, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, and the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob SquarePants along with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And now, back to current me. And welcome back. And again, before we do start, there are some movies that I did see recently that I'll have to get the Blu-ray for that I really liked, such as Barbie, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, shoot, the name escapes me. Just like even movies I'm trying to catch up on, I need to get the Blu-rays for, pretty much. Anyway, without further delay, let's look through my DVD and Blu-ray collection for possibly the last time. Starting with numbers, 8-Bit Christmas, 8 Mile, 12 Angry Men, 21 and 22 Jump Street, 101 Dalmatians and Cruella, 300, 1408, Ace Ventura Double Feature, Addams Family Double Feature, the live action ones, don't care to own the animated ones, of course, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, The Adventures of Tintin, The African Queen, AI, Artificial Intelligence, Akira, my favorite anime movie, Aladdin Animated, Aladdin Live Action, the Alfred Hitchcock Essentials Collection, Alice in Wonderland, Alien, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and Alien vs. Predator. American Psycho, An American Tale, An American Werewolf in London, Anastasia, Anchorman 1 and 2, The Angry Video Game Nerd Movie, all 3 Ant-Man movies. Yes, Quantumania was not a good way to start Phase 5, but weird CG MODOK aside, I didn't think the movie was that bad. And Kang was easily the best part of it, even if he is played by not that great of a person. Apollo 13. Aquaman, I'll just wait for the sequel to come on Max. Argo. Arrival. Arthur Christmas. Attack the Block. Atlantis double feature. Just watched The Lost Empire. Miles' Return wasn't that good. All 3 Austin Powers movies. They're stupid, yes, but I get a good laugh out of them. Though, admittedly, when I first saw them, I was probably at the wrong age to watch them. Avatar, the James Cameron version. Still need to watch Way of Water. I need to make time for that. Avengers. Avengers Age of Ultron. Avengers Infinity War. Baby Driver. The Bad Guys. Bambi. Alright, time for our Batman rundown. Batman. Batman Returns. Batman Forever. The Batman. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Batman Year One. Batman Assault on Arkham, what David Ayer's Suicide Squad movie should have been. Batman The Dark Knight Returns, the parts 1 and 2 together. Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Batman The Long Halloween. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Beauty and the Beast animated. And Beauty and the Beast live action. Beetlejuice. Curious about Beetlejuice 2. I'll see how that turns out. Better Watch Out. The BFG. Big. Big Eyes. Big Fat Liar. Big Fish. Big Hero 6. Big Trouble in Little China. All 3 Bill and Ted movies. Birdman. The Black Cauldron. Black Christmas, the original. So far, I think the only one worth watching, from what I hear at least. Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. The Black Phone. Criminally underrated horror movie. The Black Widow. Blade 1 and 2. Still have not seen Trinity. Don't know if I will. The Blues Brothers. Bolt. The Book of Life. The Box Trolls. Boy, one of Taika Waititi's earlier movies. Boyhood. Brave. The Brave Little Toaster. Braveheart. The Breakfast Club in this Target exclusive VHS case. Bruce Almighty. Bubba Hotep. A Bug's Life. Buried. The Cabin in the Woods. Caddyshack. all 3 Captain America movies. Captain Marvel. This movie isn't awful, and I did think The Marvels was slightly better, but not one of the best MCU movies, but not awful. Captain Phillips. Captain Underpants, which I feel is a little bit underrated. Love the books, and this captures the spirit of them. Carrie. Casablanca. Casper. Castaway. Castle in the Sky. Cats Don't Dance, finally on Blu-ray. Celebrating Mickey, though, funnily enough, Steamboat Willie's on there, now it's public domain. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Chasing Amy. Chicago. Chicken Run, I still need to watch the sequel to that. Child's Play, the Shout Factory Blu-ray, as well as the entire Chucky collection. The Chipmunk Adventure. A Christmas Story. Christine. All 3 Chronicles of Narnia movies, that is. Cinderella animated and Cinderella live action. City Slickers. Citizen Kane, that one's for you, Alex. This is a pretty good movie. Clash of the Gods, a very fascinating History Channel show. All 3 Clerks movies and the Clerks animated series. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Cloverfield, along with 10 Cloverfield Lane. Clue. Coco. Commando. Coming to America. I don't care to own the sequel. The first 3 Conjuring movies. Heard there's a 4th one coming. It might be the last one. Probably should. Coraline. Creep Show. The Crocodile Hunter Collision Course, which surprised me that this finally got a Blu-ray release. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Darkman. Before Sam Raimi did Spider-Man, he did that. Daredevil, the director's cut. Still not a great movie, but better than the version that was released. The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original. Dazed and Confused, along with its spiritual sequel, Everybody Wants Some. Dead Poet Society. Deadpool 1 and 2, can't wait for Deadpool 3. Demolition Man. The first 3 Despicable Me movies. I know Illumination's kind of been a punching bag for animation, but I have a soft spot for those movies. The first 4 Die Hards in this collection. Don't care to own the 5th one, because the 5th one was terrible. Dinosaur. The Disaster Artist. District 9. Django Unchained, probably the first Quentin Tarantino movie I ever saw. And I became a fan ever since. Dr. Sleep and The Shining double feature. Doctor Strange, along with Multiverse of Madness. I don't care what people said, I really liked Multiverse of Madness. Maybe slightly more than the first. That's just me though. Dodgeball. Dogma. Don't Breathe. Drag Me to Hell. Dragonheart. Dread. Drew, the man behind the poster. Dumb and Dumber. Dune, can't wait for part 2 to come out. Dunkirk. Ed Wood, Edge of Tomorrow, Edward Scissorhands. Is this considered a Christmas movie? If so, then I'll have to watch it again this coming Christmas. Elemental, Elf, Baz Luhrmann's Elvis, The Emperor's New Groove, and Kronk's New Groove. Still haven't watched Kronk's New Groove, but I love Emperor's New Groove. Encanto, Enchanted, Epic, Enter the Dragon, Escape from New York, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Eternals, probably my least favorite MCU movie, but I own it because I'm a completionist. Everything Everywhere All at Once, Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness, the Evil Dead remake, reimagining, reboot, the one from 2013, and Evil Dead Rise. Excalibur, Expendables 1 and 2. Don't really care to see the third or the fourth. Heard, especially the fourth one, I heard was really, really bad. The Faculty, Fantasia double feature, The Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer. Kind of guilty pleasures. It's not the best representation of the comics, but they're entertaining. Certainly better than the 2015 one, and I hope the MCU one is good, but we'll see. Fantastic Mr. Fox, Ferngully, The Last Rainforest, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Field of Dreams, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, Finding Neverland, Flushed Away, The Fly, the David Cronenberg version, Ford vs. Ferrari, The Fox and the Hound and Fox and the Hound 2. Just watch the first one. Frailty, Freaked. This movie is absolutely nuts, and I can't recommend it enough. Freaky Friday, Free Guy, The Frighteners, From Dusk Till Dawn, Frozen, and Frozen 2, Full Metal Jacket, Galaxy Quest, Get Out, Ghost in the Shell, the anime version, if you're curious, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Can't wait for Frozen Empire. And I like this one too, but we'll see how Frozen Empire does. The Gift, Godzilla, the Showa Era Collection, Godzilla 1984, or The Return of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Biollante, the Toho Godzilla Collection, Volumes 1 and 2, the Millennium and Heisei Era Godzilla movies, and some Rebirth of Mothra movies, Shin Godzilla, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed whenever -1 comes out on Blu-ray, because that was such an amazing movie, Kong Skull Island, Gareth Edwards Godzilla, Godzilla King of the Monsters, the Michael Dougherty version, and Godzilla vs. Kong. I can't wait for the new Empire to come out. Good Burger. I still need to watch the sequel to that. The Good Dinosaur, Good Will Hunting, A Goofy Movie, Goosebumps, a pretty fun Halloween movie for families, Gravity, Grease, The Great Gatsby, The Great Escape, The Great Mouse Detective, The Green Knight, Green Lantern First Flight, Green Lantern Emerald Knights, the Green Lantern movie, yeah, flawed as it is and ugly looking as it is, I kind of have a soft spot for it. The Green Lantern animated series, criminally underrated, though it sucks it got canceled. Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and my favorite out of them, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I absolutely love this movie. Hacksaw Ridge, Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Halloween H2O, 20 years later, and Halloween 2018. Probably the best one of these and probably the only one worth watching out of that new series. Hancock, Hang 'em High, The Hangover, the only one in that franchise worth watching. The Harry Potter 8-film collection. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and The Crimes of Grindelwald. I still have not watched Secrets of Dumbledore, though I heard that one wasn't very good either. Harvey, The Hateful Eight. Couple of first-timers on this one. Hellboy and Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Probably need to read the comics these are based on, because I really enjoyed these. Hercules. Hereditary. Hey Arnold, The Ultimate Collection, which is the complete series as well as both movies. The Hobbit Trilogy Extended Edition. Hocus Pocus. Holes. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Harry, I've reached the top! Homeward Bound 1 and 2. Hook. Horrible Bosses. Host. The first 3 Hotel Transylvanias. I do not care to own Transformania. I wasn't not a fan of that. The House with the Clock in Its Walls, another criminally underrated Halloween movie to watch with the family. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Chuck Jones special. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Ron Howard version. Howl's Moving Castle. Hugo. Hulk. Hulk versus The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Again, stick with the first one. Hunt for the Wilder People. Ice Age. Inception. The Incredible Hulk Complete Series, the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno TV show. And this 2 DVD set of both of the TV movies. The MCU Incredible Hulk movie. Incredibles 2. Independence Day. Infinity Train Books 1 and 2. I hope the rest of the series gets a release soon, but this is Warner Brothers we're talking about. Inglourious Bastards. Inside Out. Can't wait for Inside Out 2. The first 3 Insidious movies. Again, only ones worth watching. Don't care to own the others. All 3 Iron Man movies. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I liked it. I mean, not the best one in the series, but give it this. Still a better finale for a Lucasfilm property than The Rise of Skywalker. The Invisible Man. Isle of Dogs. Interstellar. It and It Chapter 2. It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, live again. Jack Frost, a Christmas guilty pleasure. It has its heart in the right place, at least. Jackie Brown. James and the Giant Peach. Jason and the Argonauts. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and Jersey Girl. No, not a Jay and Silent Bob movie, but it is a Kevin Smith movie. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, Jingle All the Way, John Carter, John Wick Chapters 1 through 4. I love Chapter 4 a lot, but I keep hearing they're making a Chapter 5, which, not to give away the ending of the fourth one, but why? Well, if they can make it make sense, we'll see. Jojo Rabbit, Jumanji, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, and Jumanji The Next Level. The Jungle Book animated and the Jungle Book live action, probably my favorite of the live action Disney remakes that they've done. Jungle Cruise, Justice League The New Frontier, Justice League Doom, Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. The Karate Kid, as well as all 4 seasons of Cobra Kai. Need to get season 5 on DVD and can't wait for the last season. Kick-Ass 1 and 2, The Kid Who Would Be King, Kiki's Delivery Service, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Kindergarten Cop, Dino De Laurentiis' King Kong, and Peter Jackson's King Kong, Kingsman: The Secret Service, Knives Out. I hope Glass Onion at some point gets a Blu-ray release. That was also really good. Krampus, along with the Naughty Cut from Shout Factory. Kubo and the Two Strings. All 3 Kung Fu Panda movies. Hopefully part 4 is good. Labyrinth. Lady and the Tramp. The Land Before Time. Last Action Hero. Last Night in Soho. The Last Unicorn. Led Zeppelin, The Song Remains the Same. The Lego Movie. Lego Movie 2. Lego Batman Movie. Liar Liar. Lights Out. Lightyear, not great, but it has its moments, and I never thought it was that bad, honestly. Lilo and Stitch 1 and 2. I thought Lilo and Stitch 2 was okay. The Lion King. The Little Mermaid. Still need to watch the remake. Heard it was alright. The Little Rascals, childhood movie. Little Shop of Horrors. The Lone Ranger, again, kind of a dumb guilty pleasure. I really love the climax, even if it goes on a little too long. The Looney Tunes Golden Collection. The Bugs Bunny 80th Anniversary Collection. Looney Tunes Superstars, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Finally, my boy is getting his due. That Coyote vs. Agne's coming. Looney Tunes Back in Action, the objectively best Looney Tunes movie. Looper. The Lost Boys. Luca. So glad that these Pixar movies like this, Turning Red and Soul, are coming back to theaters. Mad Max, the Shout Factory Blu-ray, along with the High Octane Collection, which is all 4 on Blu-ray. Mallrats. The Man with No Name trilogy. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. The Tigger movie. Winnie the Pooh 2011, kind of an overlooked animated one, and Christopher Robin. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, a criminally overlooked movie from 2022. Mary Poppins, and Mary Poppins Returns. And speaking of Mary Poppins, rest in peace, Glynis Johns. The Mask. Matinee, Matilda, Mean Girls. Don't know about the musical movie, but I guess I'll see. Megamind, The Mel Brooks Collection, Men in Black, Mickey's Once and Twice Upon Christmas. Again, watch once. Twice sucked real bad. Midsommar, Mai Jo Young, the original, Mai Jo Young, the 1998 remake, A Miracle on 34th Street, Misery, The Mist, Missing Link, the Mission Impossible 6 movie collection, Negan Dead Reckoning Part 1, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, Moana, A Monster Calls, Monster House, Monster Squad, Monsters Inc. and Monsters University, Monsters vs. Aliens, Mortal Kombat, the 90s version, Mrs. Doubtfire, Mulan 1 and 2. Again, watch the first one. The second one sucked. The Mummy Ultimate Collection, all 3 Brendan Fraser Mummy movies and The Scorpion King. The Muppet Movie, The Great Muppet Caper, The Muppets Take Manhattan, The Muppet Christmas Carol, Muppet Treasure Island, The Muppets 2011, and Muppets Most Wanted. My Name is Bruce, My Neighbor Totoro, Mysterious Island, Neighbors 1 and 2, The Neverending Story, Night of the Creeps, thrill me, Nightcrawler, not Night of the Crawler, but the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, Nobody, Nope, The Nutty Professor, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Oliver and Company, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1 Hour Photo, Onward, a criminally underrated Pixar movie if you ask me, Over the Hedge, Over the Garden Wall, Oz the Great and Powerful, Pacific Rim, Paddington 1 and 2. I think Nicolas Cage said it best.
Paddington 2 is incredible.
I fucking told you.
Pan's Labyrinth. The first 3 Paranormal Activity movies. Again, the only ones worth watching. The Parent Trap. Paul. The Peanuts Holiday Collection. The Snoopy Collection, which is all 4 of the original Peanuts movies on Blu-ray. The Peanuts Movie. Sorry for the inconsistent change there. I was getting really hot in my robe. But The People Under the Stairs. Peter Pan, the animated one. I wasn't mad at the remake. I was more disappointed. Peter Pan, the Universal Sony one from 2003. My bad. Pinocchio, the Disney classic. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, the best Pinocchio movie of 2022. The Pirates, Band of Misfits. All 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Planet Hulk. The Planet of the Apes Legacy Collection. and the Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy, I guess you can call it. Can't wait for Kingdom to come out. The Polar Express. Animation doesn't age well, but the rest of the movie does. Poltergeist, the original. Pompoko. Ponyo. Porco Rosso. Power Rangers, the 2017 movie. The Powerpuff Girls movie. Predator. The Prestige. Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal, seasons 1 and 2. Hopefully his series Unicorn gets one too. The Prince of Egypt, one of my all-time favorite DreamWorks movies. The Princess Bride. Princess and the Frog. Princess Mononoke. Prisoners. Pumpkinhead. Punch Drunk Love. One of the strangest dramatic performances from Adam Sandler. It is really good though. Puss in Boots. And Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. I love this movie, but it's starting to become a little overrated. And I hate using that word. The Quick and the Dead. A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2. Hopefully day 1 is pretty good. Rampage. Rango. The Rankin Bass Ultimate Christmas Collection. All 18 specials on one collection set. Ratatouille. Raya and the Last Dragon. Ready or Not. The Rescuers double feature. Reservoir Dogs. The Return of the Living Dead. The Ring. Rise of the Guardians. Risky Business. The Road to El Dorado. Robin Hood. RoboCop. Robots. The Rocketeer, criminally underrated superhero comic book movie. Rocket Man. Creed 1 and 2. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Role Models. Romancing the Stone. The Rugrats 3 movie collection. Samurai Jack, the premiere movie. The Sandlot. The Santa Claus 1 and 2, the only ones worth watching. Saving Mr. Banks. Scarface. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Scooby-Doo 1 and 2, the James Gunn written ones. Again, major guilty pleasures with those. Scream 1 through 3, Scream 4, and Scream 5. I need to get Scream 6. That's another one I need to get on Blu-ray, because that one was really good too. Scrooged. The Secret World of Arrietty. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. The Shape of Water. Shaun the Sheep. Shazam. I need to watch Fury of the Gods, though I heard that one was really disappointing. Sherlock Holmes and A Game of Shadows. Hopefully they can make that third one soon. Shrek and Shrek 2. 16 Candles. Signs, The Silence of the Lambs, The Simpsons Movie, Sin City, Sinister, The Sixth Sense, Sky High, Sleeping Beauty, Sleepy Hollow, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Social Network, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Soul, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, Space Jam, Speed, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, the Mark Webb Amazing Spider-Man duology, the John Watts Spider-Man MCU Home trilogy, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Spies in Disguise, Spirit, Stallion the Cimarron, Spirited Away, my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, the SpongeBob musical live on stage, Stan Lee's Mutants, Monsters, and Marvels, With Great Power, the Stan Lee story, Stand By Me. All right, Star Wars rundown. Here we go. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, Volumes 1 and 2, Revenge of the Sith, Solo, Rogue One, A New Hope, or just Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Straight Outta Compton, Stranger Than Fiction, a really good dramatic performance from Will Ferrell in that. Stranger Things, Seasons 1 and 2. Hopefully Season 5 will be a good finale. Street Gang, How We Got to Sesame Street. Stuart Little and Stuart Little 2. Not just Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad, the James Gunn version. Sully. Super Mario Brothers, the 90s live-action movie. The Super Mario Brothers movie, the Illumination movie. This Superman triple feature. I know I keep saying it, but I still need to watch Superman Returns. Man of Steel. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. Tangled. Tarzan. Ted. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. TMNT. Both Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtle movies. Yeah, they're dumb. Yeah, they're flawed. They're stupid, but I kind of have a bit of a dumb, guilty pleasure with them. Though what isn't is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I absolutely freaking love this movie. One of my favorites from last year. The Ten Commandments. Tenet. The Terminator. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. They Live. The Thing. This Is the End. Thor. Thor the Dark World. And Thor Love and Thunder. all 8 volumes of the Three Stooges collection. I mentioned previously I'm a completionist on certain things, but this one is not it. Mostly because I'm not a fan of the Joes. But the only reason I own Volume 8 is because it has the last few Shem shorts, and I don't care to see the rest of the Joes. So there's that. The Three Stooges movie, Tomorrowland, Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick, Total Recall, The Transformers the movie, the first 3 Michael Bay Transformers movies. Again, big, dumb, loud, guilty pleasures, but they have some good action in it. That's kind of one of those turn your brain off kind of movies for me. Hopefully Transformers 1 will be to these what Mutant Mayhem was for the Turtles. Bumblebee, speaking of which, I still need to watch that Rise of the Beasts. Treasure Island, Treasure Planet, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Tremors, Trick or Treat, Tropic Thunder, True Lies. I heard this is finally getting somewhat of a Blu-ray release or a 4K release, finally. The Truman Show, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, Turning Red, Tusk, Twister, UHF and Weird, the Al Yankovic Story, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Split, Glass, Uncut Gems, Unfriended and Unfriended Dark Web. Yes, the characters are annoying, but they're entertaining for me. The Universal Monsters Essentials Collection, Upgrade, Us, V for Vendetta, National Lampoon's Vacation and Christmas Vacation, The Valley of Gwangi, The Visit, Violent Night, Waking Sleeping Beauty, Wall-E, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Walk the Line, War of the Worlds, Watchmen, Wayne's World, Robert Wise's West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, The Whale. Man, Brendan Fraser deserved the Oscar he won for this. He is fantastic in it. What We Do in the Shadows, Whisper of the Heart and the Cat Returns, White Christmas, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, The Wizard, Ralph Bakshi's Wizards, the WNUF Halloween Special and the Out There Halloween Megatape, Wonder Woman, Won't You Be My Neighbor, Wrath of the Titans, Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet, the X-Men collection, which has, count down real fast, X-Men, X2, The Last Stand, First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse. The only ones I feel like are worth watching. The Wolverine, Days of Future Past, The Road Cut, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, Zathura, Zombieland and Zombieland Double Tap, and last but certainly not least, Zootopia. And that's it. thank you all for watching this final look through my DVD and Blu-ray collection. Look forward to the best movies I saw in 2023. This is Clayton, signing out.